The slap heard around the hall. Right before I said, "I do," his mother slapped me. In front of 200 guests. "You're not marrying my son," she screamed. The room froze. I turned to him. He looked at her, then lowered his eyes. And said nothing. Just like that, my wedding ended in public shame. My fiancé said, "Let it go." In our hotel room, I demanded an apology. He sighed. She just got emotional. Let it go. I stared at him. You watched her assault me and did nothing. He shrugged. My heart cracked open. This wasn't just his mother's betrayal, it was his too. My parents told me to apologize. I called my parents. My mom whispered, "Just make peace. It's your husband's family." My dad added, "Be the bigger person." I felt alone. Nobody saw what they did. Nobody cared. And I was supposed to go back like nothing happened. Locked out of my own house. I drove back to the house we bought together. My key didn't work. When I called, he said, "Mom needed a peaceful space. She's staying for a while." Her car was in my spot. My things? In trash. Bags on the porch. Sleeping in the maid's quarters. He told me to sleep in the back room, the one meant for house staff. "Just for now," he said. She smirked as I walked past. My wedding dress was still in the guest room closet, zipped shut like it never happened. I caught her on my laptop. One night, I walked in and saw her hunched over my laptop. She slammed it shut. Just checking the Wi-Fi. But later, an important file vanished. A pitch I'd been building for months. Gone. Replaced by a corrupted version. He called me paranoid. When I told him, he rolled his eyes. "You've been stressed. You're imagining things." Gaslighting. 101, my instincts screamed the truth. But he stood beside his mother again. I wasn't losing my mind. I was being set up. Fired without warning. A week later, I got an email, terminated. Breach of contract. A file had been leaked from my account. An anonymous source sent my company's confidential data. And her smile when I told him. Cold. Knowing. Intentional. Caught at the CAF. I followed her one evening. She met with a man older, sharp suit. My friend gasped. "That's your fiancé's father." I thought he was estranged. They exchanged papers and laughed. I filmed it. Something was being plotted. The phantom prenup. A yellow envelope appeared in the kitchen with my name. Inside? A prenup backdated. My signature was forged. And the terms? Everything I owned would default to him after marriage. But we never legally married. She threatened my sister. My younger sister called me crying. Someone emailed the school about our family. They're threatening to revoke my scholarship. It was the same tone, same phrases his mother used with me. Now she was targeting my blood. The wedding that never was. I pulled the wedding license records. Nothing had been filed. The officiant? Hired under a fake agency. It was a show. No legality. No marriage. But they still wanted access to my finances. That was the real goal. The burner phone. I searched his car. In the glove box, another phone. Dozens of texts to her. She's isolated now. Give it a few more days. And one from him, she's nearly broken. Get her to sign the transfer forms. I played along. I smiled. Let's take a honeymoon. Get away. He agreed instantly. I pretended to pack. But first I installed audio bugs, copied files, alerted my lawyer, and froze my investment accounts. If they wanted war, I was ready. The grandma confession. His grandmother called. You remind me of his ex. They destroyed her too. His mother sees smart women as threats. She sent me a diary. Inside dates, stories. Emotional abuse. Theft. Lies. This was a pattern. Elise. Her name was Elise. The ex. We met for coffee. Same story. Same pattern. She nearly lost everything. I recorded her statement. They nearly ruined me. Don't let them finish what they started. The pregnancy. I fainted one morning. Hospital visit. You're pregnant, the nurse said. I stared at the ultrasound. They didn't just want my company, they nearly stole my child's future too. Now I had more to protect. My secret fund. They didn't know about my offshore trust. I pulled funds and hired a digital forensics expert, a lawyer who hated bullies, a PR strategist. The chessboard was set. Legal strike. We served them, restraining order. Civil suit. Intent to pursue criminal charges. I released a controlled leak of their threats to the press. His company started internal investigations. He was suspended. The wedding invitation. I sent out new invites, celebration of closure. Same venue. New purpose. No one knew what it really was. Not even him. But he showed up. Dressed like a groom. Foolish. The screening. Guests sat. Lights dimmed. I played a 7-minute film. Her slap. Their text messages. Elisa's voice. The confession from Grandma. They watched in horror. He stood frozen. Fired in public. His CEO was in the room. He stood, shook my hand, and said, "We'll be in touch." Not with him. The crowd clapped. My ex turned pale. He knew what came next. The house reveal. He shouted, "You can't evict us. This is my house." I handed the reporter my deed. Actually, it's mine. Bought through my trust 3 months before the wedding. That clip went viral. She came begging. His mother came to my condo. Makeup smeared. Tears flowing. "Please, we didn't mean to hurt you." I gave her an envelope. "This is everything you ever wanted." The final move. She opened it. House deed transfer. Cashier's check marked reparations. A fresh restraining order. I turned to the camera crew filming my documentary. She broke me to control me. But I rebuilt myself. And now? I own everything she tried to steal.